what is the cost of developing software and data products using the latest technology? The cost is very high, especially if you are a small to medium-sized company, because in the early stages of a new technology, it does not have much support. It probably also does not have good documentation. And if you are a small to medium-sized company, you become the guinea pig for this new technology. So why would you choose to become the guinea pig of whether this technology works or not, when there are bigger companies out there that can actually go and try it themselves first and actually spend the money in creating the documentation and creating the use cases and creating all the help that actually exists on Stack Overflow? This is basically the issue with new technology. When it comes fresh out of the press, it's simply too buggy. And even if you have support for that technology, for example, if you're using Microsoft and you are using a latest Microsoft technology, even Microsoft may not be able to help you because your use case is not what they had thought of. And this happens all the time. They would themselves recommend you use a technology which is much more established. I have seen that happen. Another great example is Golang or Go language by Google. It's great. However, it's still not there yet. It's still not as big as Python, Node.js, or Java, or C#. And that's the thing. Because they don't have a big pool of developers supporting the product, it doesn't become big enough. And that's an issue for that technology to be utilized in small to medium-sized companies. The other downside is that you can't even outsource that project. If you outsource that project to Ukraine or India, even they may not have used that technology. That's another downside. Another downside is the developers required for that technology are expensive. And if one developer started working and created a new project in that language and suddenly he left, now you have developers in your team who have no idea what this technology is. They would have to rewrite that software. That's another cost because you're spending more time writing, and also the developer who developed it left. And if you want to keep using that language, then you have to hire someone at a very high cost. This is why it's important to use a technology which is well established. It has a lot of usage, a lot of users, and a lot of help, and the documentation is good, and there's not one source for documentation. There are many sources and even YouTube videos for how to do certain things. It's very important because that helps you quickly develop and doesn't slow you down. And that's important for small to medium-sized businesses like yourself. If you need help deciding which technology to use, drop me a message on LinkedIn or visit mlsense.ai.
Zane Daniel is a data strategy consultant. He helps small businesses make money by clarifying data strategies, data goals, and data implementation. He can clarify your data strategy, help you identify where to use AI, and how to implement your data projects for maximum savings and profits. Get in touch with him on LinkedIn or visit mlsense.ai.